Back when I was a kid, we didn't have to do that. We'd have plenty of water.
Burke Jensen remembers his childhood days spent by the spring.
I spent a lot of time here. And, Grandma tell us to get a fish for evening dinner, and so that was just part of the day's chores. They built here because the water source was here.
Jensen lives in Collinston, a town in Box Elder County where most residents rely on private wells.
The spring, the wells, the water, without them we wouldn't be here.
Springs like these brought the Jensens to northern Utah, and the quality of the water is one reason they stayed.
We have good, pristine water here.
We have really good water in Utah. The water that we drink is some of the best water in the country.
Utah's water is clean thanks in part to the Utah Division of Water Quality. Mackey says your bad habits make his job harder.
There's still a lot of knuckleheads out there who are willing to pour their oil change down the drain or dump their garbage by the side of the road or empty out a tank or carry a drum out into the woods.
It's not just oil that can be damaging our water quality. Say I'm walking down the street and I pull out a piece of gum. My first offense would be to throw the wrapper on the ground. But if that wrapper falls into a gutter and ends up in a drain pipe, it can end up in the river along with all the other things that go down the drain.
I don't want to dump my chewing gum in that stream, but everything that we do is connected.
If you're mowing your lawn and those grass clippings get into the curb and gutter and then it rains, that washes right into the river.
Stormwater is water that has picked up debris from roads and gutters. Wybrow says even the little things matter because the little things add up.
There's harm done, maybe unintentionally, that just kind of makes me sad. Stormwater, big mess.
It's spring and the snow is only just starting to melt. In fact, this year set a record for average snowpack. We need this snow to combat Utah's drought. But one good season is just a few drops in the bucket.
I can't protect water quality in a stream that's dry. I can't protect it for fishing. I can't protect it for any of its uses.
The latest drought monitor removed most of northern Utah from any drought status, though 70% of the state remains in moderately dry, moderate, or severe drought. All the snow this winter gives Utah's lakes and reservoirs a chance to recover from years of drought conditions. Drying reservoirs affect the whole state and are on the minds of those in Collinston.
When you're young, you're naive, and you realize you don't think about the politics or the possibility of losing that water.
The spring seems to be slow to feel the effects of the drought and slow to recover.
Driving through the nearby cemetery, Jensen points out generations of families buried there.
Kyle's dad's right here.
Some families in Collinston have been there for decades.
I'm a fourth generation farmer and we want to see that remain in the family.
I'm sixth generation. My daughter now, and my son that's on the way, they'll be seventh generation to live here on the farm.
The place means a lot to me because a lot of my ancestors' blood, sweat, and everything else went into building the place up. There's a lot of memories in this barn.
And with that history comes the desire to uphold it.
Our hope is to keep these farms viable, keep this open space, carry on another generation.
We want to keep this place and these values, and the water is the lifeblood of that.